What is up? Welcome back. Here's the deal. I was going pre-fishing for a tournament. Look at this mess. I had everything. I had all the boxes. I was loaded. I had the kayak loaded last night. And I have a tournament down at Folsom Lake, and I took off this morning before the sun was up, and I was held with traffic control for road construction. And then I finally get out of that, and then I'm stuck. Like there was a wreck. So bummed. So you know what? I said, forget it. I turned around, came back home. I live at a local lake, and here's what I don't even know. I'm so excited. Here's why. See this right here? That golf cart buggy setup. There's a guy out on the lake. I met him a little while ago. He's like 85 years old. Harbor Freight trailer, has a little tiny boat, electric motor, got it on Amazon. Dude, he's rad. So we're gonna go and find him. He has no idea. He's gonna be on a YouTube video today. Let's go fish. Come here, little buddy. Choked it. Little Ned rig. See ya. There we go, right there. There's my dudes. There we go, right there. There's my dudes. The White Boat Brigade. These two guys matching boats, so rad. That guy's fishing, they're fishing, I'm fishing. Let's go over and chat with them, see who's got something. All right, who's caught all the fish? I want to know. Those guys. Are they putting a hurting on them over there? What do you got going on? You got any fish? I want some fish stories, come on. You got 5 and then you got skunked the next time out. Well, you know, the fish are mad at you.
How about you? How are you doing?
I've been catching them. I've been finding them kind of deeper water. But I caught one on my way out here in the shallow.
Have you met Tim?
I know Tim, heck yeah, Tim's the guy. He got you guys set up in the matching boats.
He's the fishing machine.
He's the guy, he's the man of the hour for sure.
Well,
So you got, what'd you catch 5 on the other day?
one on a spinner.
Yeah, spinner bait, nice.
2 on well, this one I'll show you.
I see you got old trusty wacky worm over here, so you got your stick bait.
Well, I wish Bill fish yesterday.
Yeah?
And he helped me set up a drop shot. And
Okay.
I don't like that. It's like sitting there with
No bobber fishing for you, huh?
no.
And no patience. See, that's what we don't have patience.
That's just what
That's fine, it's all right.
that's just what he told me.
You know it about yourself, you don't have patience, it's no problem. As long as you know what's right, it's all good.
Now here's still my favorite.
Yeah, you're still using your favorite, yeah? That's perfect.
Yeah,
And nobody's biting that one on you?
no, not today. I trolled with this
Yeah, trolling around that little,
in shallow water.
yeah, no, that's fine.
30 feet.
So 25 to 30 feet, yeah.
What will you be using?
So I had a jig on earlier. I have this little thing called a Ned rig.
Okay.
And then I'll use that weird little blade bait I was talking about. So that's this guy. This little thing just vibrates through the water. So you throw it out, it goes on the bottom, and then as it reels, it just looks like a little fish.
What's it called?
It's called a blade bait.
Blade?
Blade bait, super fun. You throw them out, they sink to the bottom, and as you lift up, you feel it vibrate.
It's quite small.
It is quite small. It's like a little bait fish swimming around the bottom, and then when it kind of falls off like a spoon, it flutters, and the fish grab it a lot of times as it's falling down. Tons of fun.
I am getting for Christmas. Tim, Barbarian's promised me a fish finder.
Oh, fish finder for Christmas. That's
But I'll
that's the
need
best.
guidance as to what.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is like I can And I'll show you how to hook it up, like once you get it on there and what to read in the settings. Just make sure whatever you get the biggest screen you can buy with your budget. But if you're not fishing where there's fish, you're guaranteed no fish because you're fishing to nothing. You're just like fishing blind.
And that's what I'm doing.
It's like you're hoping to find fish, and here this lake you can kind of learn the structure and you know where they should be, but it doesn't mean that they're there. So that's why I like to go, and I get spoiled. Like if my battery dies, I pout and I go home. It's you're like, I don't know if there's fish there. So it's like you're spending a lot of time maybe throwing to empty water. It's like fishing in a bathtub.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing.
That's what's happening here. You see no fish.
I mean, there's no fish. The thing is this only takes a view of about 1/3 of the depth. So if I'm sitting in 15 feet of water, I only see a small 5-foot window underneath me. But as I paddle around, in 15 feet of water and the fish right now, we're probably spooking them. By the time we get there, they'll see.
Well, I've seen a fish today, Tim.
We get to see some fish.
That may be the only one I'll see.
Barely got him in the lip. No skunk, come on. Come here, buddy.
Golly, I'm glad to see that.
Little one,
Yeah.
something.
A pound and a half.
Yeah, a little pounder. So it took that worm right in its nose. So it went down to the bottom as I was moving it and just picked it right up. And then that's why that hook got him right in the top of the lip like that. There you go. There's one.
Healthy?
It's a good one. Now he's got his nice little belly on him. He's been eating, so happy as could be.
And what lure again?
So I am using what's called a Ned rig.
Yeah.
We're gonna make you one right now.
I'd like to. I got the lures.
You're gonna get exactly what I caught the fish with. No excuses after this, right? Okay, we're gonna get this on your pole. You're gonna catch some fish. Honestly, just let it just sit there. Let it sink all the way to the bottom. We don't want a ton of movement on it at first. So we're going side by side fishing.
All right.
And right now I got 13 feet of water, and there's actually a couple small fish swimming around underneath us.
What temperature?
We're 59 degrees
Okay.
is the surface.
That's the surface.
So things are kind of changing. I mean, we were 70, 75 degrees not that long ago.
Now, do I do any quick?
So right now, like I like to take up the slack just so I can feel if a fish bites it.
Yeah.
And then I kind of bounce it. And so I like to kind of pretend, I like to think what the lure's doing. So it's kind of like if you had like a crawdad or something bouncing along the bottom, or if a fish is kind of nosing and swimming towards us, I'll kind of just give it little pops. I keep the rod tip up, I bounce it, and then I just let it sit there for a minute. So almost like it's just sitting there doing nothing. And that's what, if a fish is following it and watching it, sometimes they like to see that little pause. And then I give it a couple more bounces, and I just work it across the bottom all the way back. Oftentimes I cast a lot more than a lot of people, and fish take a lot of lures on the fall. So as that thing's swimming down, a fish is following it, and as soon as you pop it, or sometimes they just pick it up. So the more times you cast, the more chances you're going to end up throwing it right on a fish's head.
Okay.
And don't be afraid. So when you fish, when you're casting, do you have like a plan where you're going to cast next?
I try to, yeah.
So that's that whole thing. Is like I like to fish like thinking of the hands of a clock, and just kind of go all the way around the dial, and then I kind of relocate. So that's, you're just searching for where the fish are. When you find fish with baits, a lot of times you've probably seen when you're reeling a fish in and there's a fish following it.
Yes,
That
exactly.
kind of gets the whole school excited. So if you catch a fish, once you let that fish go, throw right back where you were. Those other fish that saw something get eaten are excited. Their instinct is like, oh, we need to eat too. So right now you're hooked on the bottom a little bit.
Sure am.
So go ahead and just pull it through there. And then now it's free again. So that thing is probably swimming back down to the bottom. So go ahead and just let it fish. And once you feel like, I've kind of fished through that whole cast, just reel it all the way back in and
Then go
give it a
around
new
the-
spot.
Around the clock.
Just around the clock, and just see if you can find your next spot.
And they're down deep this time.
Yeah, I mean, they're like, I caught that one in like 13, 14 feet, and I'm gonna pedal out towards the middle a little further and see if they're out there in that 25, 30 feet of water. But there's fish around us for sure. You can just keep throwing it.
What's your favorite part of the lake? Is there such a thing?
Wherever the fish are hiding that day. Yeah, well, fish that thing for a little bit and hopefully you catch one.
Well, we may see you later.
I'm not going, I'm just going to go straight out in the middle and I'll come back and if there's a bunch of fish, you're going to hear me, I'll yell and get you out there. We got to get you on some fish today.
Oh, I'd like to get one.
You got to get one.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
That's fantastic.
All right, guys, have fun. Oh, just lost it. Coming unstuck. That guy. Molix. Blade bait. Well, got my buddy hooked up with a Ned rig over there. Hopefully he catches some fish. Well, folks, the Molix. What a nice one right here. Right in the nose. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Come here. Look at that guy. Yes. That's the one right there. Look at that guy. The Molix lure. We're on him, folks. Let's do it. 25 feet of water. Let's find some more fish. That's what I wanted to hear.
No, I'm gonna write down what that is.
Well, I'm gonna hand you one.
Oh no.
No, I insist.
Oh well, now.
I tell you, these things are not expensive at all. You can buy different brands.
You're too kind.
This one, it's just a little baby blade bait. If you take a peek at that.
Yeah, it's heavy.
It's heavy, so it sinks to the bottom really fast, and the way it comes back up. See, I throw it as far as I can, and you wait till it gets to the bottom, and you lift it, and you'll feel the vibration. It actually vibrates.
Oh.
So as this thing swims, it comes up and it wiggles the whole time. So it's pretty interesting. I'm gonna cast this, and you're gonna feel it. This is Fishing with Chris hour. So all I do is I just let it go to the bottom. But when it first goes in, I lift the rod kind of quick. So give it a quick little pop and you'll feel it. So lift it up about 2 to 3 feet. You feel the little vibration? So let it sink all the way to the bottom. You don't do anything, just let it go all the way to the very bottom. And if you watch the line and you kind of feel it, you actually can feel it when it thuds into the mud. So just let it go all the way down. And you can even wait, it's fine, because there's no grass. So you're just gonna, what it is you're gonna kind of rip it up out of the mud. So lift your rod tip up and go ahead and lift it up like 2 full feet. So so swim it up off the bottom and then let it sink. So let it sink down. You don't have to really reel it too much. And then lift it back up again. And then reel it.
Nice vibration.
And then vibrate it. You just do that all the way back to your boat. So you're bouncing that. You're kind of like
That's what you caught that.
That's what I caught the big one on. It's like you're jigging it back to the boat.
Well, I appreciate it.
There's a brand right here. These are very inexpensive lures.
Made in China, probably.
Probably. Johnson Thin Fisher is the brand that I'm gonna hand you this one. That one right there is made by Molix. These are the rods that I use. So this is Akuma is the fishing gear that I fish with, and they make great stuff. So this is a blade bait.
All right.
That's for you.
Thank you.
So now you got a Ned rig, you got a blade bait, you already found a fish.
And
You're on the board now. You're in. No skunk.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh. Well,
all right, let's get you another fish out there.
Oh well.
So you're out. No skunk over there as well.
That's
so.
what we decided. At least we can go.
At least you go home happy and smiling.
Well.
All right, the day's a success. I'll tell you why. Hooked up with my buddy out here, tied him on a Ned rig, and guess what? He's already got his first fish. Brought his fish to the boat, and my work's done. So I don't even care actually if I catch any more fish. He caught fish. It's like, it's more fun than catching your own fish sometimes. Hooking up an 85-year-old dude with some gear and getting him on some fish. Done. Right in the nose, right where we like it. Buddy. Whoa, settle down. Mr. Yoga Pants Eater. I eat yoga pants. That's what you just said, you hear? I eat yoga pants. Black yoga pants. Guess what? That's what I'm wearing right there. Yoga pants. Lululemon. Perfect. Thanks, buddy. Maybe you should do a commercial. Yoga pants. Z-Man. Let's see. I don't even know where they're at. Where do we put them? I don't know. Yoga pants. My other camera battery just died, but I mean, I got a monster on, so I had to get the other camera out. Yes, acrobatics. Look at that guy. Come on. Can you believe it? That fish is huge. Are you kidding me? What a day. So I just hammered the whole length of the lake doing spinnerbait, underspin. I think the fish had just gone deep. So deep water fishing, that was a success today. Supposed to go down to Folsom Lake. Did not work out. Not a problem. Came back here to the local pond and my buddy's out here. 85 years old, out fishing. Hooked him up with a Ned rig, got him on the bottom, showed him where the fish were, and dude crushed it, got some fish. So super stoked. Can't imagine. I'm 47, just turned 47, and if I still have 40 years in me to fish, I don't even know. That's just crazy. So total inspiration today. Out fishing, caught some fish. Some of my buddies catch some fish. Sun's out. So fortunate. So thanks for watching, and we're gonna catch some more, folks. So stay tuned. Subscribe if you can. Notifications, all those things, and really appreciate the support. We're gonna keep fishing. So keep casting. Catch you next time.